Hey there, Jessica Ramesch here, International Living's Panama editor. I'm out and about in Panama City today. It's a Friday, late afternoon, beautiful sunny day, and I thought I'd skip the rush hour and sit in the park for a little while and maybe take a minute to tell you a little bit about what it's like to be a single here in Panama. It's a question that I get a lot. A lot of people are thinking of moving overseas as a single, men, women of all ages, gay, straight, you name it, and they're wondering, is it going to be safe, first of all? Will it be fun? Is it doable? Am I going to have an easy time meeting people? And here in Panama, actually, we have several communities that are great for single people. I live here in Panama City, and one of the major reasons that I live here is because I feel safe, not just in my home, but also to get out there and live my life. I run around all day and go out late at night, and whether I'm in the colonial sector of Casco Viejo or in the Bay Vista banking and restaurant sector or in San Francisco or Costa del Este, there are so many parts of the city where I can be out till midnight, 1 a.m. I don't have a problem walking back to my car or waiting for an Uber to pick me up and take me home. Of course, every city does have its bad areas, but in Panama City, it's pretty hard to stumble into a bad area or get into trouble. So it's actually quite an easy city. And of course, we have lots of great activities, whether you like high culture, like the opera and ballet and whatnot, or sporting events or fitness, whatever you're into, we definitely have it here in this wonderful city. But if you're not a city person, there are communities outside the city that are great for singles as well. Just an hour's drive from Panama City is the beach hub town of Coronado. Great place because it has a really well-developed, really active expat community. I've been to happy hour at Picasso, which is sort of the de facto expat center there, nice little restaurant and bar, and I've always met people when I've gone there on my own. Another great place for those of you who like the beach on the Caribbean side of Panama is actually Bocas Del Toro. The main island where you'll find Bocas town is fantastic. You don't even need to have a car. You can walk around town or bike around town. A lot of people do that. And because, again, there are so many expats and there also is a small tourist trade there, it's really easy to meet people. You're always going to have somebody to go out and do something with, volunteer, grab a bite to eat, celebrate a holiday, that sort of thing. Both really great, safe locations. Coronado started out as a gated community, and now it's really grown into a town, so they're pretty lax at the gate. Residents have stickers they just zip through on their cars, and if you're a visitor, you let the security guard know where you're heading. But it does have that little added measure of security. And by the way, this isn't a place where expats live in an enclave separate from the locals. Most of the homeowners and apartment owners are actually Panamanian, who enjoy having a place in the city and at the beach. So you'll have lots of Panamanian neighbors no matter where you go in Panama. Now, if you're not a beach person, there is the mountain town of Boquete, also really incredibly active. You're going to find that there's tons of stuff that you can get involved in, whether you want to give back to the community or get outdoors more, maybe find a group that goes walking and on little hikes. Maybe you want to learn something. There are always classes, learn how to bake bread and whatnot. If you're living close to the village center, it's very walkable. You don't need to have a car, but there are expats living all over the greater Boquete area. And many of them are not in gated communities. Many of them have homes with backyards and front yards, lots of plants and flowers, and they feel perfectly safe doing so there as well. Now, I hope that if you were thinking of moving to Panama as a single, I've given you a little bit of a better idea of what it's like, just how fun and safe it can be, and what communities I recommend. You may be thinking, well, I'd like a more rural community. I want to hang out with locals, not expats, and that's great. But as a single, I think when you're new, it's good to rent for a while somewhere where there is a larger expat community, where they do have lots of activities, which by the way, expats and locals attend the same activities together. And then once you've gotten the lay of the land and met lots of people, then you want to move somewhere a little quieter, a little more remote, then you can go ahead and do that. Your friends will be more than happy to go visit you wherever you move, and you'll know exactly what you're getting into with your chosen community. All right, well, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm Jessica Ramesch. Bye.